everyone, welcome to the Matrix Oracle. This is your Mercury in Capricorn transit. If you have your Mercury in an Earth placement, so Mercury Capricorn, Mercury Taurus, or Mercury Virgo, if that's you in your natal chart, this message is for you. I already pulled the cards just because I am limited in time in terms of the post for Instagram, and I would rather focus on working through the energies together. So this is what I have as far as the messages. We have here, my thoughts are creative. Very, purposeful card here with this power thought and empowerment. With Mercury being the master teacher of knowledge, but also of communication. How do we speak our words into manifestation? Because words creates worlds. Maybe some of you will have this was a little reminder on my phone, so maybe that was an important reminder for you. Words create worlds. Okay, it says here, I say out to every negative thought that comes to my mind. Out. No person, place, or thing has any power over me, for I am the only thinker in my mind. I create my own reality and everyone in it. I like the little "in everyone in it" part. Okay? We'll see why. I don't even know why. I just liked it. I like the sound of it. Maybe because, through the journey of learning through contrast, we have maybe still some people, situations that we're, pushing ourselves to kind of like bear and handle when we really don't have to. And especially as I'm saying this, I feel this healing card. Take off your mask, and I'll tell you why. Because if you can't be truthful about what you think, what maybe some of you are trying to work on affirmations, trying to create from a place of thriving mentality, success mentality, abundance mindset. Maybe some people around you are scoffing you or trying to discourage you. And this is where you should be aware that you want to be surrounded by people, especially through this Mercury transit. By the way, if I forgot to mention the dates, it should be in the description, but I'll mention it. January 14th to February 5th, 2024. This is an important time to make sure that your thoughts, all the work that you're doing, all the things that you've learned on your spiritual quest, the people, situations, and events, at least the ones you can control, the ones you can choose, are in alignment with your authentic self. No more hiding. Okay? So, as far as the Viking Oracle, we got the Ansus rune that fell through. And it speaks of improved communication. It speaks of clear thinking. It speaks of wise action, and that it is very important at this time, and that if you're facing any type of chaos, you will find order by aligning your words to the thoughts you decide that are part of the world you want to create. Especially about self-talk, I feel for this one. No more I cannot or I'm not able to. Just try to work from a place of progression, especially if you're working from a place where your goal might seem very far out of reach. I love, and I give this as, a coaching advice when I do one-on-one sessions. I love to use the every day, in every way, more and more. Okay, so if it is, for example, about your health, If you decided to be more mindful of your health, become stronger, build muscles, because whatever, maybe the doctor said, you know, I have osteoporosis or whatever, maybe nothing was said to you, but you're feeling this. It's like every day in every way, I am stronger and stronger. Every day in every way, with every step, or every day with every step, I grow stronger and stronger. I used to do this. Oh my God, it was so many years ago now. I think it was 2012, 13, 14, when I was working on my cardio, my treadmill. I was recovering from chronic pain with, you know, 2 hip fractures and many more accidents. And I really had to commit to a certain clear, positive thoughts because they were creating my reality. The doctors had told me, you will need a clutch, you will need, you know, a cane, you won't be able to run by the age of 40. I'm now 45. I can do all those things that I was told I could not when I was in my 20s. So that's something that I, you know, encourage you doing, whether it's about health or anything else, whether if it's your finances, every day in every way, I grow wiser in my finances, or I grow healthier, wealthier, more abundant, or more aware of my abundance. Okay, some of you know that for 2020, the end of 2023, jumping into 2024, I have created this album, Your True Abundant Nature. I work with binaural beats and I alternate certain frequencies of binaural beats that are specific numbers that I found in studies. You know, I love learning about sound engineering, and they have specific effect to become aware of some of the imbalances, maybe of your thoughts, to become aware and then move into psychic healing. I was so shocked when I discovered that there was psychic healing frequencies. I was like, this is psychic surgery to the finest in terms of working through the layers of your aura. I love this. I was like, oh my God, my dream's coming true. I know you guys, I'm a little weird, but coming from a place of many injuries, I wish I had discovered this, but it made me very sensitive when I test those frequencies before I release them. I work with them for weeks. It makes me very highly sensitive because of the past that I have endured and that I've overcome. So I can sense those things. And for the ones that want to try and test the YouTube membership, where I have a level up, you have different albums that can help you activate some of the templates, some of your inner essence, and then expand it. Okay, so this is already a very strong message for this Mercury in Capricorn. I'm not surprised. Just that Capricorn season, I had this popular reel about, you know, you did not come here to play safe. No, you came here to be all of those things that you're holding inside your cells. Okay, and that's why health seems to come up a lot, because through your health, that's the lower layers, that the basic layers that reveal how healthy are the other layers of your aura. Okay, so with this card, it actually says that you inherited both positive and negative aspects from the ancestors, from your lineage. And what I love to use is the Mystical Shaman. They just released the little pocket version. So I'm like so excited. This is like this. This is like a tin box. You guys, I love cards. And this is full circle. This period of time, January 14th to the February 5th, if you have your Mercury in an Earth placement, you are coming full circle into a completion of a lot of things that were especially linked to the mindset, okay, that are showing that you have grown. Now, the only card that came reversed is the Moon card here. I trust the change unfolding in my life. So this is what we want to talk about together. We want you to trust. We want you to trust more of the universe. And let's see, because the trust in the universe, I was called to use the romance angel. That means there's self-love involved here. Okay, keep an open mind and free yourself. I feel that you're going to receive for this phase maybe some divine intervention, or kind of like creative ideas that did not pop in your mind before, and that's just going to appear, especially with this little angel appearing here. So I don't know if this video is part of that guidance that's going to just spark something, okay, as far as maybe your relationships, maybe the completion, maybe also looking at how much you've grown and evolved. It has been in a lot of the messages for, Jupiter, also Mars. It's part of the cycles, when we're at a certain level of cycles, in order to go up in layers and levels of awareness, we need first to have reverence for all that has been accomplished. With the free yourself, I wouldn't be surprised that this is where I came with this, talking about people. Make sure that you are surrounded by people that cheer your victories and that are there for you when you fall. Okay, it seems important. Now, let's get some frequencies for some of you that love to be just like me, working through those layers with meditation. Oh, okay, that's a lot, but we'll see what we have. Karmic astrology, the wounded healer. So look at your Chiron placement. You might want to work with this gratitude mantra. That could be really, really useful. Okay, so maybe that's a gratitude mantra according to your Chiron placement. The law of attraction and sacred union. And last but not least, okay, so that's for the ones that have access to the YouTube membership, the crystal heart, light body activation. Okay, I would say, because that's when I do have like a lot of cards that want to come through. What I like is do a little mix. I would look at your Chiron mantra. What gratitude mantra is used in this playlist for your Chiron placement? And then listen to this. It has a very powerful mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. This brings so much clarity. It sheds so many layers of jealousy, envy, ego. Oh my God, this is perfect for this. I understand now why those cards came through. And I would use the gratitude mantra while you listen to this. And if you have access to the crystal heart, then you can move from doing this first and then move to the crystal heart activation. This activates your Merkaba. Okay, I worked with some of you through last summer 2023, and that's something we channeled together, so that was really powerful. So that's what I have. If you have your Mercury in Capricorn, please let me know your feedback. If you have any questions, anything of that sort, thank you so very much for being part of this journey, my journey as well. Sending you many blessings and much love and light. Namaste. Hi everyone, welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. This is your transit forecast for the time when Mercury is going to be in Capricorn, January 14th to February 5th, 2024. This reading is for your Mercury placement in the air element. So if you have your Mercury in Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, this message is for you. If you want to listen as well to the collective message, you would have to go to the earth element, because this is a transit in Capricorn. Now, I did want to just go to the cards because I'm limited in time in terms of the Instagram subscription, not so much YouTube. So let's get to this. We have a power card. Now, Mercury is the master teacher of knowledge. It's going to help us really master our thoughts, our mind, so we can create exactly what we envision, and especially in terms of relationship of the throat chakra and what we envision. So the third eye, but also the crown, everything that you want to manifest, the way you speak about it is going to be very important. And I want to start with the power card. I am at peace. There's something about cycles. Now, I currently, what was it? Yes, the current new moon in Capricorn. Now, we have a lot of placements in Capricorn, transit in Capricorn. Maybe some of you have Capricorn in your chart. Okay, we're talking here about Mercury in the air placement. But it seems that maybe some of you, through this new moon and your placement, it could be something about cycles that you need to end because of this energy and because of all the other things that I've seen. This is a message for this phase of time for you with an air placement for your Mercury to really find power within yourself and stop some of the self-sabotage and limiting beliefs and habits. Okay, we'll see how that plays out, but your body is very, very connected to this. If you have access to this video, you should also have access to Mars in Capricorn, where we had a lot of messages where our emotions, the energy of how it flows through the body was very important. Use the frequencies that I recommend. Use this potential for working your magic. I'm saying all this because I've already looked at the cards and worked through some of the layers. And you are being called with a Mercury in an air placement to work your magic, to unlock something. Let's see what it says here. Divine peace and harmony surround me and dwell in me. I feel tolerance, compassion, and love for all people, myself included. What is this peace and all this compassion, forgiveness for the self-tolerance? I feel that maybe you have to watch for this period of time, especially with some of the other messages. If you feel that you've missed an opportunity, I want you to reconsider. If you felt that maybe you missed out on a door of opportunity or anything that has to do with time, the time is always in the now. When you're at peace with the now, you can reconcile the past and reconcile the future into aligning in all directions of time and space with the feeling of the moment. When you're in a lower conditioning vibration in that now moment, how you look at your past is going to be on that same line of frequency. And that means all the doors of opportunity that you can project in the future are going to be on that same frequency. You can't project on a higher frequency, a higher timeline if you're on that vibrational lower conditioning and perception. And this is a transit for you with a Mercury in air placement. So Mercury, again, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, that you're being called to understand self-mastery of time through the power of now. And I'm saying this also because in the self-sabotage, okay, here, we also have the Indian cross that talks about crossroad. It came reversed, and the well of weird, whatever you, I don't know how to read this. Word and weird, according to Audrey. This weird world, okay? But it's actually kind of in alignment with the message because this speaks of magic. It says that magic is real. It is a force in the universe and that your power is real and that you are a force in your own life. And you don't want to dwell too long on the past, for you miss out on the present and thus an opportunity to direct your future because everything is connected. And even apparently external influences may affect you, but you have the power, you have the control to stay in your stillness, to stay in your power. And in that energy, especially with the double two, some of you may have heard me recommend this movie. There's a movie 222. I think you can only see it now through rental or buy option on YouTube. I think to my knowledge, to the extent of my knowledge, that's where I found it so far. Great movie about quantum shifting, timeline, quantum leap, and things like that. Especially It's romanticized and everything. You'll enjoy it. If you watch it, let me know if you enjoyed it. Um, but yeah, what I love with this energy is a recommendation that came up recently with personal reading. Do you see this position? The womb and also maybe the solar. Now you could also do it up to the heart. This is a common position where you put your left hand to the heart because this is the receiving end. So you receive the wisdom of your heart chakra. And then you give that to your womb or to your solar. Because here she's protecting, but we can shift the energy into receiving the heart's wisdom and giving it to the womb, to the solar. Okay, if you want to use your right hand to give that heart energy to other chakras, you can do this. This is something that I've channeled, like what I was working through those cards as I was turning them over. And I was like, oh my God, those Mercury and air placement, they have to acknowledge their magic. They have to acknowledge the energy work. Some of you, if you've never done this type of energy, working through breath work, working through frequencies, this is a great time for you to start feeling this, because this is through the gateway of your body. This card speaks of gateway. You see the hole here? When you align and you call from all directions of time in the now, from all layers and dimensions of existence, you are bringing all in the now. And you can work your magic, and you have here the guidance. I have unlimited potential and claim my purpose. All I need is within me. The last full moon we had was in Cancer, and I feel called to remind this specific full moon because the message that I channeled for this was about the inner child, and only when you start having fun on the journey, taking all of this work, as something that is playful, that is uplifting. Yes, there are some moments that are harder, but just the same way a child is learning a skill to swim, to run, to walk, to be on a bicycle, there's some hard days, there's some hard moments, there's some things that we have to overcome. We may not always remember those challenges that we've overcome as a child, but they were real. So it's showing you that you can still enjoy that journey when you're watching children learn every day. Enjoy the journey, bring more delight and peace. And peace, and I feel here it's if you fall, if you feel like you failed, if you feel like you missed out on something, all right? Let's move to the romance angels to help you bring more self-love. Okay, all right. We have true love that came, well, it kind of like flipped, but really this one was true love was in reverse. And the express your love was upright. I feel I'm going to put it all upright because I'm already getting the guidance for you. True love, whether it is with another that you're seeking this. This is why the movie, I'm laughing because the movie 222 I mentioned to you, that it is a little bit romanticized. So some of you maybe watching a movie will help you understand the magic of your potential, but the magic also maybe meeting your true person, but also your true purpose. And it's going to also help you through this period of time, Mercury in Capricorn, January 14th to February 5th, to help you understand the power of your words and how it creates the worlds. That was a message for the collective reading for that earth placement. And understanding that what you express, make sure that it speaks highly of you. Give yourself credit. Give yourself credit for all of your efforts, for all that you're trying to manifest, trying to overcome. This is something that I saw this morning, and I want to read it to you. Sometimes I take pictures and I'm like, why am I taking pictures? And now I get it. Give yourself more credit. You're trying to grow while trying to heal. You're trying to forgive while trying to grieve. You're trying to search while trying to let go. And you're trying to love others while remembering how to love yourself. You're doing the best you can. And that is enough. That's a great job. Okay? Let's see some frequencies that can help you through this phase. All right, so Mercury, Gemini, Mercury, Libra, or Mercury, Aquarius. We have the stomach frequency, allowing fulfillment and abundance. Some of you, if it is about finances, your fulfillment and your level of joy, even through the moments that appear scarce, you can shift this around. Trust in your divine guidance. Trust in this divine message. I'm sending you many blessings and much love and light. Namaste. Hi everyone. Welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. This is your Mercury in Capricorn transit reading January 14th to February 5th, 2024 for the Mercury placement in water. So if you have your Mercury in Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, this is your message and oracle. So it starts with an empowerment card that speaks of releasing blame. There is no blame. Let's read this. I release the need to blame anyone, including myself. Very important, I feel. We are all doing the best we can with the understanding, knowledge, and awareness we have. With the letting go healing card, when I looked at the booklet, it spoke of a situation that had served its purpose. It could be a person, it could be an event, it could be just a pattern, maybe also a habit, something that you know you have to let go of. With Mercury, which is a master teacher of knowledge, but especially in terms of speech, creating worlds with our words, okay, which is part of the collective message that came through for the earth element, something you can watch as well if you need further messages. But I feel that maybe there was a way of speaking about yourself. Maybe because letting go of the responsibility and blame, especially including myself, really stood out. Maybe you were raised in an environment or like receive a negative conditioning that is used to pointing the fingers. Instead of building with constructive criticism or constructive feedback, there could be this type of unstructured, destructuring, unwiring that is going to occur for Mercury in Capricorn's transit for you. Again, January 14th to February 5th, 2024. I want to pull more cards before we move on to this message, the other cards, because I want to ask what in particular we have to let go. Wow, forgiveness and learning. Okay, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So having a Mercury in a water placement, which is very connected to deep subconscious healing, intuition. Some of you may also have picked up on things that you carry as yours. Maybe a lot of guilt and shame that you carried for others. That's something that I discovered. I don't have a Mercury in water, but I do have a lot of water elements in my chart. And I realized that, in the face of certain family members, I often felt a certain shame and guilt that I really built a story around it until, I started my healing journey and realized that there was a lot of those feelings that the people that I thought made me feel this way, they were actually feeling in my presence, whether it was just towards me or towards my parents or towards, whatever siblings, in family, it's very intertwined. So, but I realized that a lot of it had nothing to do with me. especially if if some of you are watching this and it's people and situation that started early in age, in childhood, in family patterns. Realize that those patterns, whether you existed or they were probably already there before you came into incarnation and be born. Okay, especially with this message here from the mystic shaman. We have the circle. That means we're all interconnected. There was a lineage. You came here in this incarnation and in this particular family for a very specific reason, to achieve a very specific lesson of letting go of control, learning how to release some of the blame. Because if you can do it as part of this chain, this will vibrationally allow others to do the same. And it's not your responsibility to do the work, but it is your responsibility to do this for yourself, so you don't carry things that are no longer serving you. This message here with the Vegvisir, hopefully I am pronouncing this right, really speaks of your compass. So also the symbolism. Your life has a purpose. Your life and what you decided to, be born exactly in that place, in that city, at exact that time, and that date. It was for a purpose with that family. Okay. Some of you may want to look at my promotion for the birth chart readings. It could be something that you need to activate in your chart, but already you are activating your chart when you're working with the transit and looking at your own placement and seeing how a planet transiting a certain zodiac sign is affecting your chart. Okay. Now, for this period of time, even though it's the new year, this is winter. For most people, if you're watching this in the North Hemisphere, okay, I work mostly with the North Hemisphere, but if you're watching this from the South, this is also a time where the energies, it could be either culminating into fruition or into a rebirth. So accordingly here, either way, this is either the rest of reaping the rewards if you're in the South Hemisphere, or the rest from finishing many cycles from the North Hemisphere with the winter. It says here, proper rest helps me feel and look my best. I feel that there's a lot, you have a lot of energies in this phase. We just had a new moon in Capricorn. We have a Mars in Capricorn. We have now Mercury entering Capricorn. Venus will join towards the end of this month. So there's going to be a lot of that earth energy. Now, earth and water creates a soil, creates a very feminine quality. And that could be an invitation to dive deeper into your feminine qualities and make sure that you let go. Working with the lymphatic system, I feel for you. Okay, whether you are in the summer, and you can enjoy the beach, enjoy the ocean, enjoy the lakes. But if you're in the winter, enjoy nice warm showers. You can alternate with a little cold if you want to work on your lymphatic pump. Okay, I feel that it's going to help you release some of the layers of things that you inherited, some things of the, those are lessons from the past, but that's not just your past, because of the energies that we're collecting here. I'm picking up, especially with the water principle, that you could have been a sponge towards those energies. Let's see what else can be supportive of this self-love messages, especially for your rest, for your purpose. What else can we come with a guidance here? Oh, there's a lot here. Okay. So some are reversed. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents came in the reverse. So we might have some did you remember my little story? Okay. Those patterns, they were there before, probably with parents, siblings, your parents' parents. They were there before you were born. Okay. just let go and release through this time whatever are those feelings. Maybe with whatever sound frequency we're going to channel, you'll be able to go further in that healing. Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So maybe it made you feel separated. Maybe some of you also, with the letting go, the situation with certain family members, you have to remove yourself. Okay, whatever that means for you. This is a collective reading. Many people are watching this. So that could be also that it had created inside of you some separation. We're going to have some energy frequency healing for this. Then we have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. I feel that once we resolve this, once we let go of a lot of this energy, especially with the Capricorn principle, all this earth element with your water inclination here, this is a good time for you to recharge your battery as you do this. So that means you're going to want to make sure you rest through this process of letting go, recharge, letting go, recharge. Okay, it says flirt, bring some light. When it says lightheartedness, bring some light. Getting to know each other. There's another version, especially with the blame. The version, that's what, okay, finally I'm getting to it. It was hard. It was hard because it was a complex situation. It is a complex situation that made you believe a lot of things about yourself that were not true, that were inherited. There was a lot of other people involved in the way you ultimately started to function, started to think about yourself, perceive life, perceive relationship, perceive family, perceive romance, or some of you, if you're single, why am I single? All those things really tainted. I'm hearing the tainted love song. So this is where I'm feeling. It's like as you're working through this transit with a Mercury in Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, you're going to free yourself from the perception that was through the lens of others, through the lens of the guilt and shame and unforgiveness of others. All right. And then you're going to get to welcome a new version of yourself. And there I have this power card that really stands out for me to read. All is well in my world. I feel that really when you're by yourself, when you're handling your own energy, you're good. So pay attention to who comes into your field. It says here, everything is working out for my highest good. Out of the situation, only good will come. I am safe. Okay, whatever comes through this period of time, you're being safe. You're actually being freed. You're being freed so you can rejuvenate. If some of you have been feeling drained, okay, or not feel like, even when we feel like we're aging, this is because the aura is constricted, it's clogged, it's numb, it's congested, it's not shining, it's not glowing. You're going to be able, through really this inner work, to glow again, to light up again, especially if you've been feeling that it was being taken away. There was a lot of things that were maybe inherited as far as patterns that you're going to release. And realize that this came purposely. You chose this. You chose those lessons. You chose, maybe they were hard. They probably were hard. Okay, it doesn't feel good to feel sucked out of your life force. But this is going to teach you something great. I do feel that. So let's see what we have for the healing family issues in particular. I feel I want to channel this like that. Ooh, interesting. The liver frequency. Allowing and trusting the light. It's interesting because the light, it could be just like God, source, the universe. And if you have doubted, or if you had problems with the parents, your family, it can be hard on even the liver, because your liver, your body, when it's absorbing energies that it doesn't belong to, it's always toxins. It's always toxic. If it doesn't belong to you, it's toxic to you. So this is going to help you release the toxicity. Thank you, God. Thank you. I am so glad we pulled that card here. This is going to help you with your liver detox. And some of you, if you know how to work with herbs, do that as well. Last but not least, we have activate your psychic boundaries. That's going to help you with becoming a strong super empath and your subconscious mind. You can listen to this at night. Thank you so very much. Namaste. Hi everyone, welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. This is your Mercury in Capricorn transit reading, January 14th to February 5th, 2024, for the Mercury in fire placement. So if you have a Mercury in Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius as your natal Mercury placement, this message is for you for this period of time. The collective energy, you will find a message in the earth element, as this is a transit in Capricorn. Now let's look at those cards. I already pulled the cards because I'm only limited to a certain amount of time on Instagram for this reading, and I would rather work through those energies with you, my dear Mercury fire signs. Let's see what we have here. I am totally adequate for all situations. I don't know why. I'm just cracking up with I am totally adequate. It feels like I'm totally fine. I swear I'm totally fine. I'm totally like something that you're trying to convince yourself, or that the universe is trying to really convince you of your capacity to achieve something, to master something for this period of time with a Mercury fire placement. It says, I am one with the power and wisdom of the universe. I claim this power, and it is easy for me to stand up for myself. Interesting with the stand up for myself and being adequate. I right away feel, because I've already looked at the cards and tapped into it, that maybe you had to overcome a lot of past negative conditionings around your uniqueness, your eccentric ways of being, of seeing things, of expressing yourself, especially with a Mercury in the fire. So that self-expression, that way of looking at things or learning about things, learning about life. That could have been different values, okay? Now, it says, and it talks about power. So it seems that it's important for you to make sure that you stand powerfully in and stand your ground in all the knowing and knowledge that you have mastered so far on your healing journey and your spiritual quest. Because there might have been times where you felt like an outcast, an outsider, okay? But this period of time, it's speaking of unleashing your creativity. There's something, okay, I've seen this card many times, and I'm like receiving downloads, and I'm like, where does that come from? Which is almost like something that feels that is going to occur for you in this period of time. So January 14th to February 5th, be ready with Mercury in fire placement to receive some type of golden ideas, something unique, something that if you're not comfortable with your uniqueness, your eccentricity, or have overcome, maybe people making you doubt your abilities, your capacities, your skills, that would be slowing you. That would be refraining your unleashing. That would block it. Because I'm hearing a golden idea. There's something golden. There's something very unique. Some of you, you may have, even because the way it felt very much connected to the galactic center. If you don't know where the galactic center is, it's in the last degrees of Sagittarius when you're looking from the matrix point of view. So the regular astrology that we're using, we're not talking Vedic or galactic, okay? Um, so probably, especially if you have a Mercury in Sagittarius, or maybe other placement in the galactic center, last degrees of Sag, or that area, even I would say even 20 to 30 degrees, okay? Um, there's something very unique that wants to come through, and it is linked to, oh, this is interesting. I was going to say time, but this feels more like it's measuring heat. So maybe there was a level of awakening, of sparking your chakra or unleashing your kundalini. There's something about your energy. So if some of you are not yet working with kundalini type of meditation, one very easy way to work with this is working with the mudras, the sign language for each chakra. And you can also chant the seed mantras for each chakra. And you just focus your energy. You can bring the colors. You can use certain frequencies. I haven't done yet any frequencies that are connected to chakra activation or kundalini activation. But, you know, that might be something that comes through. But if you are not knowing about this, go and look up. Go and look up Kundalini meditation, Kundalini activation, chakra dhyana. It feels important because look at this. We have here an invitation with the rune Isa or Isa. That is that line. And this speaks of something that that has been paused, halted, that there was a stop. Maybe a moment of pause, of silence in order to regroup. But it's always a time that's beneficial, just like winter, because there's greater growth that is promised after this cycle. Now, this specific deck comes with the indication that you have to also pay attention that you do not allow others to control you or your time. Now, we're coming back here with the time. Some of you, if you haven't checked out my promotion for the natal chart, it's been very predominant as we were in the month of December that I was invited, by my high guidance to really promote those readings, because this is the activation of your natal chart. This is your compass. This is your direction. This is you knowing how to evolve, how to grow. And this is also putting you on your highest timeline. So if you have Mercury in a fire placement, it seems that this entering of Mercury in Capricorn, which is earth and a fire, okay? So there's a combustion. There's something that if you were paused, maybe in your ideas, maybe in your business, maybe in whatever, maybe you were feeling that your energy was lower or there was not as much inspiration. There is a new direction that is being reborn. Now we have the many paths and that blade. There's an invitation though to really focus on your purpose, to really focus on that of which brings you joy, and to watch others not being an influence, from the past. Like, do you really think you can do that? Or do you really think that's, safe of just going that way? Because other people will not have the same sense of security because they don't have what you have within. That's something you have to consider. People, when they react to other people's path, they react not according to what they witness. They react according to what they are inside. And That doesn't mean they have to be exactly like you, but the people that support you, they are people that can support you, not because they have those skills, but also because they have one common skill, is that they are also on that quest to be on purpose, to unleash their creative self, to embody their true nature, their highest nature, their most, abundant potential. And that's when you can vibe with people. That's where you will always feel like you belong. Not because you share the same skills ultimately, you can have some similarities, but because there's a knowing that we're all unique and we all bring things with a different color, with a different tone, with a different vibration, that it is only the vibration of knowing that we're unique and cherishing that uniqueness and that joy, and also the cycles that allow this to come, that brings this togetherness, that brings this potential. It feels important for you with a Mercury in fire placement to be surrounded with that energy. That you make sure that you dedicate more of your time, energy, love, because between the heat and the time and the blade and the many paths, watch not to be distracted, focus, especially with Mercury being the master of knowledge, how to create worlds with your words. That was part of the collective message. If you want to listen to it, that's the earth element. Now let's read this card. With focus and intention, I can shape energy in any direction. Wow. Direction, many paths, this timeline. There's an important timeline. There's an important desire. There's something you know already you want to manifest. Put your focus into it. Where focus goes, energy flows. All right, let's pull some angel cards here for some self-love recommendations. How can we help the Mercury in fire placements to align with their greatest timeline? Keep an open mind that I pull reverse. Okay, I really feel that the open mind is about how things can manifest, but the closed mind is because you want to manifest something that is dear to you. Be open about how this is going to be brought to you by the universe, but stay focused on your intentions. Okay, let's see if we can get a little bit more about this. Okay, make the effort of focus. This is a little inner child. So I feel that make sure that your desires and whatever action that follows when you put effort into it, make sure that it brings up joy, lightheartedness. Make sure that it lights up your heart and soul. And love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Make sure that you respect, all the work that you've done to come this far. Okay, take into account and into acknowledgement, because it feels that the knowledge from the past, especially with this Mercury quality. Maybe some of you go and review the past Mercury transit in Sagittarius because it was a fire element. Maybe there's a message there. I'm going to review this. Let's pull a frequency card to help you with this. You have healing the spiritual warrior. This is part of the super empath. This helps you overcome some of the past wounds of your journey. This is wonderful. I'm wishing you luck on this transit, my dear Mercury fire element. Sending you many blessings your way. Namaste.